Sometimes it's good to just dance.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Family Podcast. I'm Dawn Kendrick, and I am so glad you're here. These are stories from the perspective of a news reporter on a next-level assignment. Everyone has a story. Stories of hope, resilience, and how we believe God weaves people, relationships, opportunities, all of it for good. For many of us, faith leads our steps, others not so much. But that is what makes this growing Good Stuff family great. We know the journey is better together. Welcome to the family.
Well, I got a suggestion. Sometimes it's good to just dance. Come along.
The 7th Annual Blazing Paddles Paddlefest. Kayakers, paddleboarders, canoers from all over here this weekend in the city that rocks and rocks and rows to celebrate Cleveland's scenic and historic comeback Cuyahoga River. Today we are live and on location with a preview from Cleveland's iconic Music Box Supper Club. Thank you, Mike Miller, for setting us up. Oh, the people, stories to be told, you guys. That's what is so great about scratching the surface of a good stuff story like this. When people like our friend Jim Ridge have a vision, a passion, and the courage and determination to see it through, there are always stories within those stories that show the good stuff spirit exponentially growing. That's what lights us up. We love it. And it's like pulling a string, isn't it, you guys? You want to grab a cup of coffee? Let's do it now. Join us live for this episode of our Friday series. The best part of waking up, we believe, is waking up. That's right. Because of all the things that we don't understand, all the things that we don't know, what do we know? We're better together. We know that to be true.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Sunshine.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
It's great to have you here. If you can't tell, we've got the amazing Cuyahoga River, and behind us, Cuyahoga River. I
It's
can't say it yet.
beautiful.
Easy
Too
for
many
you to
espresso
say,
shots,
right? Too many espresso shots in there. Thank you. And it's great. We have Pastor Charles here with us. I'm Rich. This is Dawn.
So we're
as
all
usual.
together, usually remote, and then this guy just happened to drop by, Jim Ridge, who I'm a huge fan. I'm the self-proclaimed president of the Jim Ridge fan club, and because he's the man behind the Paddlefest, the Blazing Paddles. So thank you for joining us.
There are many people.
I knew you were
behind
going to say
Blazing
you're very
Paddle
humble.
Paddlefest.
You're very humble. Because a true leader always has a team.
Exactly.
But I know you for years, and this has been such a great passion for you. In fact, we've got some clips from 4 years ago, almost to the day, July 24th, 21. Yeah, that was a big one. Remember? It was.
That's how I measure my my personal growth in years of blazing paddles.
Right.
You know?
So this is the 7th annual, if you didn't catch that. So that's a good run.
Well, for small nonprofits, once you get past year 2, you start to have expectations, and our challenge is always to stay fresh, be smart, stay attuned to the needs of our paddlers, and continually reinvent ourselves. And of course, what that means is this year, after 6 years of our event being at Rivergate Park, slightly upriver 3/4 of a mile, where Cleveland Metro Parks has Merwin's Wharf. For the first time, we have been able to host Blazing Paddles at the Nautica Entertainment District. And this is the future of our event. This is the future, I believe, of Cleveland's riverfront. Longtime Clevelanders love and lament the passing
Love and lament
of Riverfest.
Good words.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They have great memories of that.
Yes.
And they also have great memories of the Burning Riverfest that Great Lakes Brewing used to host.
Yes.
And both of those events are history. And part of the challenge when you build an event is being mindful that you don't build it so much that it ends up burying you as a small nonprofit and as a lean and mean executive director. And by the way, we are working to build out our organization, and we need leadership help to provide more than flanking cover. It's more like we've been able to get things to where we're at now, but I need skilled and professional help because we've got a tiger by the tail with this event. And with America 2025 coming up next year, which is the 250th anniversary of the signing of the U.S. Constitution, we are a singular event that can put Cleveland on the map in terms of a nascent nation having to turn to its interior to grow, because our 13 original colonies were along the Atlantic seaboard. Who are they going to do trade with? They're going to do trade with Europe across the pond. So the only way a young nation can grow is for it to go west. And of course, the problem going west was we had the Appalachian Mountains preventing easy trade from flowing back and forth. So yes, this is a history lesson here, but
Well, and Moses Cleveland came here for a reason.
well, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Take over. I'm sorry. You're gonna
I'm just
let me
saying.
dominate.
For people who poo-poo Cleveland, zip it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Zip it.
Exactly.
Because this place is beautiful this morning, right here on the west bank of the Flat.
is.
Music Box Supper Club, the
Yes.
breeze. We met
Yes.
some people. It's constantly being made over. These three guys, Mark, Ryan, and David. Woo! I didn't know if I was going to remember.
You got it.
You can't see them, but they're here doing all this cleaning up on the outside. It already looks amazing. It's super clean. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of Cleveland for
Absolutely.
reasons like this. And so tomorrow, before we go any further, I have two pair of cheaters here. I just noticed.
You have to
Can
have
you
them.
be too prepared?
No,
Okay.
one for each eye.
So let's make sure for people who are listening and spread the word. Here is the schedule. We have a graphic there. Yes. Let's talk this through really quickly. Okay. So for people, before they get too far out ahead in this podcast, we want to make sure that they come down, even if you're not going to row. Jim, you want to tell them? Do you need my cheater, other pair of
Well,
cheaters?
no, we're good here, but I might need my cheat sheet here. So the biggest thing that we want to get across is Blazing Paddles Paddlefest is a paddling event, but majority of people within your earshot and within the Cleveland metro area are just citizens and people looking to enjoy their weekend. And Blazing Paddles Paddlefest at Nautica and over with our hospitality partners, Lady Caroline.
It's a weekend event. It starts
and
tonight.
Music Supper Club
Right.
are our hospitality partners. And the good folks at Nautica have given us the green light they are providing free parking. And parking, as everybody knows, is Cleveland's favorite urban planning topic.
Right. You can't be free.
And when you hear free, you just do a double take and you go, what?
Who's
But-
passing on that?
I'm woke now.
But I love their mindset when I said, really? And I said, yeah, we want to have people just come down here, hang out by
Awesome.
this river
There you go.
and see this beautiful Cleveland skyline as we see the
Yes.
sun coming up behind
It's
Terminal Tower.
partnerships and it's cooperating towards a common goal, and it's good stuff. Yeah.
So tonight, we kick things off with our paddler early drive-in check-in, packet pickup, early boat and board drop-off. But then at 4:00 at the same time, the Lady Caroline has their onboard happy hour. And as a nod to us, the Lady Caroline is not going out for a cruise on the river. They are staying moored by the bulkhead at Nautica. And essentially, they are a cool and hip bar on the Cuyahoga River.
Yeah.
And who knew that 56 years ago, a river that was given up for dead is now a place that, instead of serving as a pipeline for pollution, it's a conduit for tourism and recreation.
Come on, that'll
Say it
preach.
again.
Well, me.
Yes.
It's an analogy for people's lives, Pastor Charles, like renewal.
Yes, exactly.
We made better and bigger and better in we say, because we walk in faith, but we say often that God can do that.
Yeah.
He can make what an analogy for the Cuyahoga River. I think
River resurrection.
There you go.
that's so great.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Write
you.
that down.
We're gonna get you to do some of our voiceover.
Yeah.
work next year.
So good. So good. All right. So we have so much to get to. I went and pulled up some of the stuff that I shot 4 years ago, almost to the day, July 24th at Blazing Paddles with you. Remember, we
Mhm,
just kind of walked around. And so let me give you a sample of how great this is. Let's see here. So you saw some of those pictures that Rich pulled up. Those were from 4 years ago. But what I noticed when I'm walking around is that it's a great chance to meet new people. You don't even have to be rolling if you want to try it yourself. Just walk around and tell people you're going live and you get all their stories, you know. But so let you listen in to a couple of these things I pulled over this morning. If you want to get kind of a feel for what makes Blazing Paddle so special, it's more than just being out on the river. So take, for instance, Bill. This was a guy who was kind of corralling all the kayakers. I'm going to go ahead and roll this. Can I ask your name real quick?
It's Bill.
Bill, we're hoping to find Jim soon. I know he's super busy, but one sentence or two to be standing out here, Bill, or kind of like corralling all of these kayakers. How's that for alliteration? What is it like for you to be here in Cleveland on a day like today?
Yeah, it's great. It's to see how this river is being used rather than just for big freighters going up and down. This is great. It's 10 years ago, I don't know if 10 years ago I was on this river, but it's made such a great comeback, and this is a testament to what we've got, and it's awesome.
And it's a testimony to the comeback city, Cleveland.
Yeah,
city on the rise.
Is, now a scenic water trail. We've got Lake Erie. It's just great. So, other than the people of Cleveland, this is our second best resource.
Bill, you nailed it. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. Have a great day. Thanks. That is a good guy to have on your side. That's so great.
Well,
And it's unscripted. It's how he feels, and it's how we all feel.
well, Bill Cochran is a great friend. He's kind of the guy who brought stand-up paddleboarding to Northeast Ohio over at Nalu Stand-Up Paddle Sport and Surf. And he's paddled the river tons of times out on Lake Erie, and he's brought this islander paddle culture to the north coast of the United States.
Jim, that's a great setup because guess what let me show you this other thing I just pulled. I loved this guy when I met him. He has three dogs that paddle with, you know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking
He's
about.
such a great guy. And I thought, this is 4 years ago. I want to go find him and see. So here's, like I say, you can meet great people when you just walk up and say, hey, I'm going live. What's your story? All right, let's listen.
I just like paddling the river, enjoying life.
There it is.
That is.
And it's a good day to do both.
And that's Mama Bella with me also.
Mama Bella, hi. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what a good girl. She's ready with her life vest. She's already been in the water. Hi.
She's rolling around on the ground.
Oh my gosh. What a
we usually come out with her two pups also. There's Josie Outlaw and
Josie Outlaw and Mama Bella.
Mama Bella and the other one is Ruby Princess. And,
so she rides on the paddleboard with you?
Yes, all three do at the same time. So
I love that.
So it's a beat up balance.
She's happy to be here too.
Oh yeah.
What a pleasure to meet you.
All right, well thank you.
God bless. Oh, there goes Bella. Bye, Mama Bella. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my gosh. That dog lives to be on the water with her papa.
All right, the quicker you guys
Look at this.
get in the water,
Look at
the quicker you drink beer. So come on.
The quicker, what'd he say?
You get to drink beer.
Oh. I mean, you watch that, Pastor Charles. Is your heart just smiling? How can it not be?
Exactly. I mean, I'm an animal lover anyway, so.
Mama Bella, you're an animal
Oh,
lover
yeah.
too. We all have our poochies.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's such a great melting pot of good. You see how agile that guy was getting on the paddleboard too? Like I feel like I want to be friends with these people with all of their own great mojo that is under the bigger umbrella that is Blazing Paddles. It's true. There's so many microcosm stories.
And Dawn, what's happening here, what you're doing with Blazing Paddles.
Well, here comes the train. Sorry, let's acknowledge the noise. You can't see it.
Yeah.
How cool.
Oh, you can see it a little bit over Pastor Charles' shoulder.
Okay.
It's coming right out of his ear.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, out of my ear. Oh, that's what was going on. Oh.
That was your train of thought.
Come on.
I tell you,
here all
Rich
week.
is my brother from another mother. But
Same
just
here.
reviving what Phil McLean used to call back when I was a boy, listening to the old Philco radio with my grandmother. This is known as the best location in the nation, and you're helping to bring that whole persona back to the north coast of America.
Well, perhaps I'm helping, but we also have a summer blockbuster out right now, Superman, that's giving a nation and an international audience little snippets of Cleveland. And as you can see there, that look up poster, when it first published, I just stopped in my tracks, because there, on a national campaign for a summer blockbuster, is the river that a nation used to kick Cleveland in the shins for 56 years.
Yes.
And it has a cameo in a branding poster for a summer blockbuster. And I go, you know what? That's Superman, and that Cuyahoga River is a super river.
Yeah.
And there are super people behind all the stuff that's happening here.
And now we can say to the rest of the world, how you like me now?
That's right. And for the love of all that's good,
Yes.
if you're poo-pooing Cleveland, zip it. Zip it.
Zip it.
Until you've seen it. I love it here. I love it here. In fact, just a hop, skip, and a jump from here, we've got some Rising Star coffee, which is a great little place.
It's the happiest little place. I mean, there's the stopper, so you can get your
a little smiley face. And
you made that plug here, so Dawn, I'm going to take an opportunity.
Okay.
When we talk about people who make the river a better place, I must give a shout out to our longtime supporters, Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District, who are the stormwater management folks out there, and they are gradually, and as their ratepayers are doing, they are gradually changing an old infrastructure system into a system that can handle large stormwater events that are happening with climate change, global warming, whatever you want to call it. But they're pulling out millions of gallons of CSO releases out of the Cuyahoga River watershed and out of Lake Erie. And that is making that river a cleaner and more biologically healthy river, to the point where in '69 there were 2 fish species in the Cuyahoga River. We now have 70 fish species in the Cuyahoga River. And what's good for fish is good for people.
Yes.
There you go. I love that. What a great little factoid.
And the other partner we want to give a large shout out to is Port of Cleveland. A lot of people, may not understand the scope of the work that the Port of Cleveland does, but the Port of Cleveland and this waterway that we are given exclusive access to, thank you, Lake Carriers Association, for that. Our paddlers have exclusive access to the Federal Navigation Channel. The Port of Cleveland is responsible for approximately $7 billion of economic activity, which translates into 23,000 jobs in Northeast Ohio, with Cleveland Cliffs at the head of navigation. That whole corridor is put on hold for recreational paddlers, and the Port of Cleveland invests in large infrastructure projects. Our paddlers will get a chance to see the Irishtown Bend project, which is a huge project, slightly upriver, approximately 3/4 of a mile upriver, and of course the work that folks like the West Creek Conservancy are doing with regards to improving the quality of our watershed, so that when it rains, it doesn't fire hose into the river. Those infrastructure investments, those are big money, and it's a lot like redoing the foundation on your house. You can put a lot of money into that, and you back up from the sidewalk, you can't tell what the heck's been done.
I'm so glad you pointed that out. It's true. It's tangible investment. And I feel like Jim Ridge is the Rain Man of Cleveland. Factoids in history,
Right?
isn't he? He is Jim Ridge Rain Man.
Yeah.
I love the depth
Who's
that
got a
you
box
bring.
of toothpicks?
And it's because you care so much. No matter who you are, if you're listening, what is it you're passionate about?
Yes.
Take
There
a
it
page
is.
from this dude's book.
Yes.
Just take the next best step and watch how
Yes.
people come alongside. that's Cleveland in a nutshell. What's happening too. Yeah.
Well, I had a great teacher, a former employer and mentor of mine, Tim Donovan, who, when people hear Tim's name, they're either going to go, "Holy smokes, that Ridge knows that guy," but Tim, in his inimitable, hard-headed, head-down style, helped bring the final section of the towpath trail from Harvard Avenue to Canal Basin Park right down here. And that's the final leg of the canal that helped Cleveland grow as an international industrial superpower because of the transit of raw materials and finished goods on the Ohio and Erie Canal. When that canal was finished, that canal, in conjunction with the Erie Canal, connected and made Cleveland the pivot point between New York City on the Atlantic seaboard, through Cleveland, down the canal, hitting the Ohio River and hitting the Mississippi River. And you follow the Mississippi all the way down to the Gulf of America.
Yes.
And that is New Orleans. And that made Cleveland the pivot point for a growth of a young nation. And in that process of all of those industrial processes happening up, they did a terrible thing to the Cuyahoga River quality. It was just, and Cleveland is not the only city. Many Great Lakes cities, Buffalo and Detroit had similar issues because, there was a time when polluted waterways were a perverse sign of economic prosperity for a city.
Yeah.
And Cleveland had that in spades. But now we have Cleveland is a city, maybe the city that can say things like federal regulations and federal agencies to, do large remediations, environmental protections, water quality standards, air quality standards. Mayor Carl Stokes brought a lot of that stuff to the fore when the river burned on his watch. And Mayor Carl Stokes was the first Black mayor of a major American city. And he knew from a racial justice standpoint that pollution and environmental issues were a key factor for the quality of life of all of Cleveland's citizens. And that's, again, Tim taught me about the value of history and storytelling and narrative. So that's I'm going to get off. So,
Oh no, but that you're so right. And it's when you look at just a lot of the foresight that Mayor Stokes had and everything, and just where we have been, where we got to, and where we are now coming from. It's exciting, just in my tender 77 years, looking back, it's really inspiring and exciting to see the direction we're heading, and people like you and your team and folks that and other folks that we know that are helping lead the charge forward in a healthy way.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Well, amen, Pastor Charles. And what's what's encouraging is we also have political alignment with Mayor Justin Bibb calling the city of Cleveland a 2 waterfront city. And then, of course, County Executive Renane, is focused on Cleveland as a freshwater capital. We have political alignment on the branding opportunities and the true strength of Cleveland, a waterfront city, to, discover, its next chapter. And Cleveland's a little bit just like a river, it ebbs and flows. And
You're full of sound bites.
This is great. It's been a great episode.
But we are trying to beat the rain we just saw is coming in too. So here, let me just say this as we try to wrap this up. That towpath connector that you said, it occurs to me, that was one of the last stories I did as a news reporter here was with you.
Right.
Remember? It was. And now look at us now.
Yikes.
So yes. Okay. Quickly. When we talk about people and the stories behind, I happened to meet this guy 4 years ago. Now, you mentioned all these great names just now, Jim, of all these people that are instrumental in the city. This dude is so humble. The Velisano bike ride?
Oh, I sure do.
He's the number hit. Here, just listen. I'm going to show really quick. I want to show this, give you a context of the great people you meet when you come to Blazing Paddles. How about, this is our brand new friend, Stuart. just met, who actually, hi Stuart, I'm back, we're live now.
Here we are.
Oh, you came a long way since I saw you last. That's a workout in itself. I love it.
The workout before the workout.
Right? So Stuart Cole, we go way back now, about 10 minutes.
At least.
And
all the way back to dawn.
right, almost, literally, you're right. So when we started talking, you actually founded, is that right, the Velasano?
Yeah, there's a group of us, but I get to ride as rider number one, as you see on the bike.
So this is, yeah. That's
enormous honor.
That's another really good stuff thing in Cleveland that we're so proud of.
I'm
that
so proud of
Velasano
that.
ride.
We've raised about $25 million already for cancer research, and cancer research is done right here in Cleveland by our doctors and scientists who are our friends and neighbors. It's another thing to be incredibly proud about.
And we couldn't help but notice your Kindland hat cap as well. Another
Absolutely.
Stuart Kaczynski doing great things here.
Doing wonderful things. Cleveland has. We're so blessed. There's so much to be thankful for.
Amen. And I love that I came to talk to you as a paddleboarder at Paddlefest, and that's how it happens. There's so many layers of good stuff when you tap into a good stuff story like this. So now I'm curious what all the rest of these people's stories are.
Everybody's got a story.
Yeah, amen. You just nailed it. That's what we say. All right, well, thank you and have fun. Great to meet you. We'll see you. All right. We could talk all day here, but the rain is coming. So that's a perfect example. We want to make sure, again, thank you so much, Jim Ridge, for being here.
Okay.
Music Box Supper Club, Mike Miller, thank you. 1,000 thank yous for setting this up. We want to thank Rising Star Coffee. We want to thank, I wanted to make sure we give a shout out to Music Box. Sundays have free reggae here. Free. You can't beat free, like we said at the beginning.
And they will have a free reggae show at Blazing Paddles Paddlefest starting at 2 p.m. on Saturday, July 19th. Go to sharetheriver.com for more information.
And every little thing gonna be all right.
Yes.
Hilarious. Okay, we hear the thunder rumbling, but we're not afraid of no stinking rain. Actually, we are right now with all this equipment. So, God bless you. Mwah. Thanks for joining us. Share, would you, to help other people tap into the vibe that is Cleveland, Ohio. We love you guys. God bless you.
Sometimes it's good to just dance.
You've been listening to Don Kendrick's The Good Stuff Family Podcast. If you found inspiration here, would you click subscribe, follow, share as we grow our Good Stuff family tree? Check out thegoodstufffamily.com for links to all our social media platforms and for how you or your business could sponsor a story. The Good Stuff Family, reaching and touching hearts around the world by weaving families together one story at a time. On your mark, get set, let's go.
Well, I got a suggestion. Sometimes it's good, so just come along